Michaela.
Hi, tooth is wiggly.
Your tooth is wiggly?
I was eating ice cream, so now it's kind of... we got ice cream.
Michaela, what are you doing? Don't break them. Do not break them.
I have the bread. Yeah. And the green.
Hold on, Michaela. What did she say?
Just to stay here.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel for those of you who are new, and today is January 3rd, and today was the day we had to say goodbye to Daddy for a couple of weeks. Well, he'll be gone for almost 2 weeks. My husband is flying to Uganda today to minister with a few other pastors and people just going to be a light in Uganda and Ethiopia. So he left at about 10:30. Should be getting to Seattle here soon. He's got a few stops before he gets to Uganda. So we're going to kind of keep in contact all day today. As you would have seen in the previous footage, sorry the lighting is terrible. I'm like facing the sun. It is so bright. But as you would have seen in the previous footage of me with the girls and Jose, we actually drove down to San Francisco last night with my sister-in-law. We just stayed the night there since we had to be had to be at his flight pretty early. We didn't want to risk traffic and having to get up at the crack of dawn just to make it there. So we went a day early. In the morning we drove to the airport. The airport was like 6 minutes away from our hotel, which was perfect. So we drove in, walked up, and we stayed with each other as long as possible, and got to hug and kiss the girls goodbye. And yeah.
I was crying.
Yeah, Hannah cried. Daddy cried. Mommy cried. I wasn't like a blubbering mess, but I got pretty emotional because it's.
It was hard for me to cry.
Yeah, it's okay, baby. I don't know if it's fully hit me yet. I think it's gonna hit me tonight when I'm putting all 4 girls down by myself. But we'll see. I'm so exhausted too because I just couldn't sleep last night. I didn't get to bed until after 4 in the morning. It didn't help that our hotel room was like super hot. So it is about almost 12:30 right now, and we just dropped my sister-in-law off at her house. She has some appointments that she has to go to, and I am heading home we're gonna go home to get some sleep because I need a nap badly. So we're gonna all take a nap. Since this is Jose's first night away from us, we want to talk to him when he gets there, of course, but he won't be landing until about 11:15 our time. So we all need to nap so we can at least be awake enough to say hi to Daddy when he lands and talk to him for a couple minutes, and then we'll start back in a regular routine after that. The countdown begins for Daddy's arrival. We're already ready for him to be home. We'll catch up with you guys when we get home. Alright, home sweet home. We just got back. I am exhausted. The girls just had lunch, and I'm gonna have a couple of bites to eat. She got a little mini cat nap, so I'm gonna wait until she's a little bit more tired. Probably about 20 minutes or so. Hi. She's getting sleepy again already. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit, get some food in my system, and then head to bed for a nap. The girls are really sad right now, especially Hannah. So to keep her mind off of it, I told them maybe after nap time we can go get an icy. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. Hey, is that Shiloh? Is that Shiloh? So, forgive my crazy hair. It's been a long last 48 hours. Hey, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening. We are headed off to go get our treats. I told the girls when we woke up from nap time that we'd go get some ices. So we're on the way there. That was a much needed nap for everybody.
Now I'm scrubbing it out.
Having a little ice cream party, watching some Superbook. Yeah, but we're waiting for Daddy to call. Michael is finishing up her chicken nuggets so she could have some. So, sorry for my voice. I cannot talk, apparently. I feel great. I did get a cold because they passed their germs on to Mommy. And I was sick for a few days, but I feel fine now. Like, I have my energy back. I don't feel like I don't have a scratchy throat. But my nose is completely plugged. I don't know what it is. Like, at random times throughout the day, it'll completely plug up, like, bad. I cannot even blow it. It's so bad. So, I honestly have no clue what to do. Hopefully this subsides soon. It is, let me see. It is almost 11, so my husband should be landing soon. That's the only reason I'm keeping the girls up. Like I mentioned, this is their first night without Daddy here, so we're gonna wait for Daddy to call, and he's gonna do our goodnight thing with us, and then we're gonna go to bed. So it'll be a late night.
Before that, we're
She's
gonna rip her.
taking a nap. Much needed. I am considering I only got a few hours of sleep and like an hour nap earlier today. I feel pretty good. I know it's gonna hit me as soon as I hit the bed, hopefully. I'm so tired. Sometimes you just fight your sleep for so long that by the time you finally get to bed, you're just wide awake. So I'm hoping that does not happen tonight because I need a good night's sleep. Let me show you what I did for the girls. So I did some fun stuff for the girls. Starting on Monday, one of each girl is going to get to choose every day while Daddy is gone a fun activity to do for each day. So it'll be a surprise. So starting Monday, because tomorrow's cleaning and all that stuff. So like for example, we could have a shopping day. I think there's like a donut date, Chick-fil-A, different fun little things in there. And then we did these little rings. I was just going to do one, but my father-in-law gave me the idea to do one for each girl. That way they're not fighting over who gets to rip the rings off. All right, so quick little story time. So we had quite the interesting evening, or at least the start to our night. Around six something, I was making dinner for the girls, and I went to go put something in the microwave, and my power went out. So like all the lights went off, but they came back on, all except for the front of our house. So this area of our house was completely off. The light was off, the TV turned off, and our microwave. Everything else was back on. So I was on the phone with my mother-in-law. The girls were like video chatting with her via Facebook Messenger. And I don't know what. Oh, so she was on the phone right after it happened with me. So I let her know that I needed to call my dad so he kind of walked me through what I needed to do to get the power back on in that area of the house. Thankfully, we still had power with the fridge. The rooms were all on. It was just the microwave at the very front of the house. But this right now is a really good distraction for the girls who really miss their daddy. So I needed that back on. So I told her that I needed to hang up so I could call my dad. And she's, poor thing, she's in Mexico right now, and her heart was just like going out to me. She was kind of freaking out for me. I did really well, and I was like, you know what? It is what it is. If I can't get it tonight, I can't get it tonight. But I wasn't worried because the rest of the power was on, so no big deal. So I let her know. I'm like, and she kept saying, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And I could tell she was on the verge of tears. And I just kept reassuring her. I'm like, I know it's gonna be okay, Mom. I know, I'm gonna call my dad. And she told me to call my father-in-law if my dad couldn't help me. So I called my dad, and he was already in the car anyway. He and my mom were setting up her new phone for the Bluetooth. So I called them, and he told me what to do to go to the breaker and switch things on and off, whatever. And I was like, all right. So I walk outside. I tried to do it. Nothing was working. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. Now I do. But I was completely clueless at this point. Didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. Called him back, and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and nothing's working. And he said, well, we're on our way, so we'll help you as soon as we get there. So they got here, and my dad went outside to start looking at the breaker. And then just as he walked outside to go look at the breaker, my father-in-law showed up. So I guess my mother-in-law called him crying. She was hysterical. She just feels awful because she's so far away. And then today's the first day that Jose is on his trip, and I'm by myself with all 4 girls. My dad got everything situated. My parents hung out for a few minutes, and then when they left, my father-in-law stayed. He was playing with the girls, so they were very distracted by him, which was great. They were jumping all over him on the couch. They took him back to their room, and they had a paper ball fight. They had a bunch of fights. He distracted them for a while, and I finished up dinner and everything, and I started getting snacks ready. Yeah, he came out, and he helped me cut all of those.
And it was pretty quick.
instead of like trying to do one at a time, he got a pocket knife and was like slicing through paper like nothing. So he helped me make all those rings. And then he hung out with us for a little bit, and the girls really enjoyed having him here. But then he had to leave because he had to take some medicine. He's got some issues with his knee right now, and he's in a lot of pain. So he wanted to go home and take his medication. But we'll probably see him another day. And then my niece is supposed to come in town, Ariel. She's supposed to come in town tomorrow. If she does, we're going to go to my sister-in-law's house and just hang out with them over there. So right now I'm just going to clean up the kitchen a little bit and try to wait it out for Daddy. It is 11 o'clock now. Hopefully he should be calling here in the next like 15 to 20 minutes, depending on when their flight lands in Amsterdam. So we'll see, but I am anxious to go to bed. I'm so tired. I'm really excited to talk to him though, so hopefully he gets there quick. So right now the girls Hannah and Adrian just had ice cream. I'm gonna get Michaela some ice cream. She finished most of her dinner. For her, she ate quite a bit. And we're just gonna chill. Good morning. It is the next day. I forgot to close out last night's video. Surprise. We got to talk to Jose. He landed in Amsterdam at like 11-ish our time, PM anyway. So we got to talk to him for a little bit, and then I took the girls to bed. The 3 older girls share a room. Sorry for the yelling in the background, but they share a room, so I read the Bible to them. We sang with Daddy before I took them to bed, and he said goodnight, and then I took them to bed and read to them and prayed with them a little bit more. Hannah had a rough go there. They're all super close to their daddy, so this has been quite an adjustment for them. So he just called not too long ago. He is in Uganda. I think he has one more flight to get to Entebbe, but it's like an hour long. So we're just waiting to hear back from him. And now all the craziness is happening. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.